The Government of Canada is trying to pass legislation that targets electronic cigarettes and vaping. Bill S-5 hasn't yet come into effect, but it's passed second reading and is now in committee. It basically lumps vaping into the same category as smoking tobacco, but there's a big difference between the two. Vaping actually serves as a harm reduction tool because there's no combustion involved like with tobacco. And even though the media and government tend to demonize electronic cigarettes, a study out of the UK has shown it to be 95% less harmful than smoking traditional tobacco. Derek Frum is a staff lawyer with the Canadian Constitution Foundation, and he actually wrote a report that compares vaping legislation across the country. So he knows a lot about the laws surrounding both vaping and tobacco. And I got a chance to ask him what Bill S-5 means for people that vape.
There are big problems with Bill S-5. One of them being that it restricts speech. This is a big problem. Vape shops often like to collect testimonials of individuals who have stopped smoking and have taken up vaping instead. These testimonials will be illegal in a vape shop under Bill S-5.
So here are some examples of those testimonials. I looked at dozens of these things and there wasn't any mention of negative effects. Every single person that filled one out had either reduced their tobacco use or quit entirely, claiming health benefits like this man that went from smoking 2.5 packs every 2 days to a half a pack every 2 weeks. He says that he could sleep better and that everything in general was better than with smoking. This man went from smoking 50 cigarettes a day to completely quitting and says that he's an asthmatic that hasn't had to use an inhaler since starting on electronic cigarettes. This 2-pack-a-day smoker that completely quit tobacco after switching says his health has improved 100%. And most of these people have tried medications without success. And under S-5, these testimonials will no longer be allowed. Frum also says that Bill S-5 will make it illegal to compare smoking tobacco and vaping.
Also concerning is that Bill S-5 will make it illegal in a vape shop to compare the health benefits or the health effects of smoking and vaping. So any vape shop owner that during the course of selling vaping products to someone who is currently addicted to cigarettes will be violating the law, risking 2 years imprisonment and $500,000 in fines if they inform their customer that vaping is less harmful than smoking. The report of this government health body from the UK, if that report were in a vape shop and viewable by the customers in that vape shop under Bill S-5, the vape shop owner would be violating the law because he would be letting consumers know, potentially, that vaping is less harmful than smoking is. That is a violation of freedom of expression, and I cannot see that being saved under Section 1 of the Charter.
And one of the more appealing things that comes along with vaping are the many different flavors available. Frum tells me that Bill S-5 will also restrict those as well.
One of the things that makes vaping so successful is that it's easier to switch to vaping than it is to use other types of cessation products. For example, the flavors that are available to vapors make it far easier because, for one thing, there's a lot of pleasant flavors that smell nice. And if these flavors are made illegal, the effectiveness of vaping will be reduced. Well, Bill S-5 actually will reduce the number of vaping flavors available. Anything that might be appealing to young persons will be illegal. That might mean any sort of flavors from bubblegum, candy, chocolate, ice cream. Well, you know what? Adults also enjoy those flavors. And people who are addicted to the deadly habit of smoking would be best served if they were able to quit more easily, and flavors help them do that.
So why should people care about this, even if they're not smokers? Well, according to the Canadian Journal of Public Health, the annual average healthcare cost per smoker is over $3,000, attributing to a direct healthcare cost of $4.4 billion per year. And they say that the overall economic burden of smoking in 2008 was $18.4 billion. Smoking rates have certainly decreased since then. Actually, by 2012, smoking rates decreased to 17.5%, and if decreased to 12.7%, like in BC, this could save taxpayers $2.8 billion annually. And making the switch to electronic cigarettes could make that possible. And the issue here is that the government is getting in the way of harm reduction by putting up unnecessary barricades when people have a right to healthier options. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, make sure to click the link to the side to visit the Rebel website so that you don't miss out on any of our latest content that you just won't find anywhere else.